Join us now for Education Matters, a weekly look at the real stories in education across North Carolina.
Welcome to Education Matters, presented by the Public School Forum of North Carolina. I'm Keith Poston. Two reports have just been released examining our state's Opportunity Scholarship Program. The program, launched in 2014, provides taxpayer-funded vouchers for families to send their children to private, primarily religious schools. One study looked at the academic achievement of some of the students who left public schools to attend private schools using these state-funded vouchers. The other report looked at the curriculum that's being used by some of the private voucher schools. We're fortunate to have the authors of both studies on hand, and we're going to discuss their findings on today's show. As we do each week before we tackle our main topic, we open with our Edlines, a quick scan of education headlines across North Carolina and the U.S. The much-anticipated ruling from the North Carolina Supreme Court over who's in charge of the state's public schools was handed down last Friday, and both State Superintendent Mark Johnson and the State Board of Education are claiming victory. In a 6-0 decision, the Supreme Court upheld a lower court ruling that the 2016 state law that transferred some of the state board's powers to the superintendent is constitutional. Superintendent Johnson said the ruling means he's in charge now. Not so fast, said the state board. They say the board has the Constitution supervises this public school system. Things have to work out. Controversial bill to allow 4 urban communities outside Charlotte to create and fund charter schools for their residents is now state law. House Bill 514, passed last week, was introduced as a local bill and therefore does not need to go to the governor. Opponents, including Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools, say the law will lead to more schools in these 4 predominantly white communities own separate. This is a parenthesis, and CMS not to low nation. Of new education from the Assembly in weeks of this short session. One requires that all public schools post new signs in a prominent place that reads, "In God We Trust," as well as the state motto. Another bill requires school systems to submit reports that they are still teaching cursive writing. And a new bill would spend $100,000 to get reports from every school on what movies are shown during class, how many minutes they were, and for what purpose. Finally, the General Assembly quickly overrode Governor Roy Cooper's veto of the state budget bill. The governor vetoed it, saying it short education and environmental concerns in favor of tax actions. Republicans are the budget and significant and other priorities. Now, you can always visit the public forum at ecforum.org on Education Matters and more about each Edlines, as well as all the topics.